This week, I really wanted a pretzel hot dog from the mall. So I masked up and ventured into what is becoming a relic of consumerism. It was busy due to holiday shopping, but it still felt weirdly desolate. I remember coming here with my friends when I was younger, but now it just seemed kinda sad. The old GameStop is now an oddly specific anime store, and the playground has been replaced by a woman renting animals that you can ride on, though it appeared as though she was getting high off her own supply. There were several abandoned storefronts. I think this one was a front for some kind of bike laundering operation, and unfortunately, the pretzel hot dog place was closed. This meant that if I wanted some compressed meat wrapped in pretzel, I would need to make it myself. So I went to the grocery store to get my ingredients. Hot dog, dough, and mayonnaise. The recipe doesn't call for mayonnaise, I just really like it. On my way home, I saw some people running and remembered that I had not completed my New Year's resolution of finishing a marathon. I had 14 hours left to achieve my goal, and this meant that the hot dog would have to wait.
Some people run because they're being chased, others because they're training to fight a Russian, and some, like myself, don't run at all.
I have no experience with running, so I watched some tape of one of the NFL's best running backs before taking off. The first couple miles weren't so bad. I ran past a cemetery and got spooked, so I ran a little faster. By mile 3, I was feeling low on fuel. Luckily, I was right next to an ice cream shop. As I approached mile 5, the sky turned an ominous shade of gray and the wind picked up. There was a long stretch where I kept running out of sidewalk. It was about now that I started to lose track of time. Each mile blurred into the last. I had slowed to a walking pace and was starting to take in things that I would usually drive straight past. At about 11 miles, I stopped for a beer, because it has a lot of carbs and is basically an energy drink. Plus, the Duke's Mayo Bowl was on TV, and I love mayo. On my way home, the temperature dropped into the 50s, and it started to rain. By mile 19, I had to call it quits. I had a giant wound on my thigh from chafing, and I couldn't stop shivering from the cold. This year has been hard and full of limitations, but I think that sometimes I allow myself to use that as an excuse to stay in the same place. 2021 is still going to have its challenges, and it will be a while before the world is back to some form of normalcy. Some things are going to be gone for good, but that shouldn't stop me from growing as a person and as a creator. I'm going to continue to search for my place online and in the real world, and the support I get from you guys makes that easier. Thanks, and have a great 2021.